Jolly Christmas. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
What's up YouTube? It's your girl Jada Jonay and I am back with another video. As you already see by the title, today I am here with a highly requested video. I get so many questions on
Jada, what do you take your pictures with? Jada, what do you film with? Jada, how do you get grain effect? How did you edit this picture? Jada, what's your camera settings?
etc. Today I am here to not only show y'all but answer a couple of y'all questions on that itself. So if you are an aspiring content creator, or you just like taking really pretty pictures and you want them to come out a little bit more crisp, or you feel like you're not achieving the quality that you feel like you desire, stay tuned because I'm gonna be dropping so many gems in this video. First and foremost, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so happy to have you here. I hope you stick around. I don't want to talk your heads off. I want to get straight into the video because there is a lot of information to be given. So just a little information on my pictures. A lot of times y'all think what y'all see is what's fresh out of the camera roll. I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot behind the scenes to my pictures before y'all ever see them. And that's not to say like, oh, I'm photoshopping, I'm FaceApping and doing all this. Sometimes, not gonna lie, sometimes. But for the most part, I'm actually color correcting, adding my own little filters that I may like, colors to set a certain mood. Pictures straight out of the camera roll are cool, don't get me wrong. But there is a way to take your pictures from this to this, or from this to this, or from this to this. Y'all see the difference? Because I do. Show y'all 3 examples today. So I'm gonna do a selfie, I'm gonna do a camera picture, and I'm gonna do an iPhone picture. I know everybody does not have cameras, so I wanted to make it like pretty even for everybody. I'm also going to show you guys how I get my grain effect. I use grain effect a lot, like with my photo dumps. Whenever I take pictures with a camera, chances are I am taking it with my Canon M50. This is my holy grail camera. This is what I film all of my vlogs on. I no longer have the kit lens on it. I did purchase a wide lens angle for it. This is the 11 to 22 millimeter Canon lens. My pictures that I take on the camera are on this Canon M50. As far as my iPhone pictures, I do have a iPhone 13 Pro Max. All of my iPhone pictures are taken on those. I feel like you can tell the difference between an iPhone and a camera picture. And yeah, so I'm not gonna talk your heads off. I wanted to give y'all a little insight on the devices I use and all of that. Let's go ahead and get to it. 2 apps that I use for my editing, Facetune and FaceApp. I used to use Lightroom by Adobe. However, I found that I was paying for it for no reason because I just used the other apps more and it just had more features on the other apps to me. App do offer free features. However, to get the full thing out of the app, you do have to pay. As a content creator, I do not mind paying for certain apps because I feel like it all contributes to work. I do pay for Facetune. It's a video and photo editor. I pay $5.99 a month for that. I feel like it's worth it. I literally use it every single time I take a picture. I can take a picture of a can of chicken noodle soup. I'm gonna tweak that lighting a little bit just because I'm so OCD now with pictures. They do have a free trial where you can kind of test it out, see if you use it. For FaceApp, same thing. I love FaceApp down. People will slander FaceApp, but FaceApp isn't at all what people think it is. And I'm gonna show y'all that today. Pay for the yearly subscription. It is $40 per year. 40 divided by, I feel like it's a little cheaper for the yearly subscription. It may be $5 a month, I'm not sure, but the yearly is around like a $2 discount per month throughout the year. I'm about to start sharing my screen with you guys. These are the 3 pictures that we're gonna go with. This is the iPhone picture that you guys are seeing, my little green outfit. Turn to this one. This is a camera photo. Number 3, this is my selfie. All of these pictures, raw and filtered, haven't touched them at all. Now I'm finna get to the nitty gritty and show y'all how I take them from a 10 to 1,000. So first things first, I'm gonna go to Facetune. Here, I'm gonna take my picture. And as y'all see, it's cute. Like, this is a really cute picture. Body T, everything T, she looking good. So the very first thing before I do any smoothing or anything like that, I scroll to adjust and I click edit. Edit is where you're going to adjust any of your lighting and you do your preference. So looking at the picture, I don't really have a definite like setting change that I do for every picture because I feel like each picture needs different things. So one picture might be a little too bright, one picture might be dark, I need to brighten it up. So there's no set one. I'm gonna kind of give y'all a gist of what I do, and that way y'all can kind of learn as you go the same way, because it's really simple. Once you start realizing what each component, brightness, contrast, sharpness, all of that does to the picture, you start knowing, okay, the picture needs this needs that, or etc. So boom, first thing first, for this picture I do feel like it is a little bit on the darker side, so I'm going to tap that brightness ever so slightly up. If you go up too much, you see how that looks, not good. So I'm going to take it to maybe 13. See the difference already? It's a little brighter, but it's not crazy brighter. So what I like about Facetune, it has this light option. So it's not like as harsh as brightness. It almost acts as if it's like an actual light wherever you took the picture. So you see how it's looking like wherever I took that picture, the light was brighter than it really was. It's not the same in brightness. Light brings more of like a natural light to it. So I'm gonna tap that light. Like I said, you don't want to go too high, but I'm going to tap that light, and that's already, do y'all see the difference? I'm gonna leave that at that light. I'm gonna leave that light at 20, and that brightness at we'll do 12 for the brightness. So moving on to the color, some pictures don't need more color. Color can be either your saturation, your vibrance, or it's just called color. I like that they call it color because that makes it a little bit easier. So it looks good color wise, but I do want to enhance that a little bit more, so I'm going to turn that color up. You don't want to go crazy with the color, because if y'all remember the Be Funky days, Be Funky used to be like that. No, we're gonna go up just so slightly to 20. I feel like that's already bringing the color, you know, it's giving a little something more than it was originally. Now we're gonna scroll over to shadows. Shadows is gonna dim back down some of that, but it's gonna dim down what needs to be dimmed down. So I feel like when I brighten the picture, like my hair gets a little bit lighter, not really feeling that. So with shadows, you're gonna take that down as far as you think that you like it to look. I'm gonna take it down to like a 40, because I feel like that darkens my hair back down, that darkens my shoes. It's not super duper bright and crazy. And already we're seeing, y'all see this button is gonna show you the difference. Okay, love that. Now we're gonna go in with highlights, and highlights is the shadows is only gonna take what's dark back, and the highlights is gonna bring whatever is bright back up. So you get kind of like they're going their separate ways. They don't bother each other. That way you could tweak exactly what you want to tweak without it bothering something else. The picture is starting to come together. Now saturation is similar to color, but to me saturation is a little bit more orange, like it pulls like the orange parts of the photo. So I'm gonna do a little saturation just because I like my skin to look a little more like golden, but already seeing nothing major to it. Like I said, I can't give y'all exact numbers because each photo varies, but I'm just kind of giving y'all a grasp of kind of like what these components mean and what they make in the picture. Structure would be something that adds like a little more definition within the picture. I don't need a lot of structure, but I'm gonna go in and do maybe 15 just to bring a little bit something to that picture. Looking at it, I'm like, okay, what else does this picture need? Honestly, it looks pretty good to me. Contrast, you could hit it with a little contrast. Sometimes to me contrast gives a little filter-ish to me, so I don't go crazy with the contrast. Sharpness, I feel like this picture is pretty sharp, but we can get a little sharper, so I'm gonna say 8. I feel like sharpness kind of gives it the camera quality, so I'm gonna go in and make it just a tad bit sharp. Okay, and I feel like already this is perfect, so I'm ready to click out. I'm gonna save that, and let's look at the before and after. Boom. This is the before, this is the after, this is the before, this is the after. So it is an iPhone picture, so it's gonna give you iPhone quality. It's not gonna give you camera quality. Editing can only do so much. So boom, looking at the picture, I'm like, is there anything that I'm not feeling that I kind of want out of this picture? Y'all might not like this, but personally to me, I like my pictures to be perfect. So what I'm gonna do is go to retouch, and where you see this heel button, y'all see this little scar on my leg? No, get her going. Now y'all may not want to do that. Y'all might embrace y'all scars. Personally, when I post my pics, I like them to be top to bottom perfect. I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm not pushing a narrative. That's just how I like my pictures posted. So while I'm on retouch still, I'm gonna hit that smooth button, and I'm gonna smooth out my legs. Any skin, I like to be pretty smooth on my pics. Not too smooth because you don't want it to give cartoon, but smooth it just to enough to the point where it's giving like baby skin, you know, smooth. Okay, and I'm gonna bring that down some because that's like crazy. My skin don't look like that, so I'm gonna bring it back down to probably like a 50. Once again, nothing drastic at all. Like, you still see it smooth, but it's not like crazy, like, oh my god, she's a cartoon. No. So boom, still really cute. See my face? I don't feel like my face needs much smoothing, so I'm gonna leave the face alone. Hair. Now, quickly it was tea, but I don't think I had my hair combed real good in the back. So I'm gonna hit this reshape, and I'm gonna flatten that on out. And y'all, it be that serious. I don't know. I'm just gonna flatten it just a little bit. It don't hurt nobody. It be the smallest things to me. Like, I just see it in a picture and I'm like, that gotta go. You know, I'm not gonna flatten it too much to the point where it start moving my head and making my head weirdly shaped, but I'm gonna flatten it out. Okay, you see how I moved the wall? I'm gonna click restore and I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. Now, the only thing I fixed was my hair. Very small, y'all. Very small changes, but very necessary, I feel. In this picture, I feel like this is postable. I think it's really cute, but there's one more step that I take, and it's in another app. So I'm gonna save this to my phone. And now we're gonna go to our next. Okay, so FaceApp, I consider FaceApp to be like a makeup app. So if you feel like you didn't blend something out perfectly, FaceApp is going to get that for you. So once you're in FaceApp, once you have your picture imported into FaceApp, you're going to click on impression. So this is where people go wrong, and this is why FaceApp gets a bad rep. You have Hollywood 4, Silk, Kiss, Hollywood 2, Cute, Revamp. You got all these different outlines, right? My favorite is Hollywood 4, and I do Hollywood 4 on 2. Reason being, like, some picture it does a lot, some picture it doesn't. This picture I feel like it's not doing nothing crazy. Like, I just feel like it does something. Now, where people go wrong, they click, let me show y'all. Who is this? I don't know who that is. They go from this to this. That's not Jada. It's an idea of Jada, but it's not me. You know what I'm saying? So I bring it back down to a 2. And like I said, it's not changing much on this picture. Some days you just got a real slay day and it don't do much, but I still feel like it does something. I don't know what I feel like it do. I may be a little delusional. This is the before, this is the after. Might be a little delulu, but I feel like it do something. I would even take it up to a 3. Let's see what 3 does. 3 is still, nah, 3 is crazy. Nah, 3 is taking it too far. But no, FaceApp to me just kind of brings your look together. I don't know, it kind of brings your makeup together. Like, okay, boom, this is Silk. Okay, this is before, this is after. People will try to convince you that FaceApp is such a crazy drastic change. No, it's literally not, unless you're doing this. If you're doing 4 and 5 on these apps, of course you're gonna look like a different person because it's literally like AI. That's crazy, that's not me. To like a 2 or 1 or a 2, and it's literally not changing much. It's literally not changing much at all. It's literally just adding a little bit to your makeup, making it look a little more profound. So we're gonna save that picture. This is our first picture. This is our before, and this is our after. And which one is giving Insta baddie? Lighting is perfect, the colors are perfect. I just feel like you cannot go wrong with just a tad bit of editing. Moving on to picture 2. I'm about to start sharing my screen again. We're gonna start out in Facetune, and we're gonna do this camera picture. I took this on the Canon M50. So right off the bat, this picture looks just a little bit dark. So first thing I'm gonna do first is go ahead and crop it because I'm not gonna have this full picture. My favorite thing for Instagram is Insta P 4.5. I feel like it's the perfect, like, it gets all my pictures the perfect size when I crop it like that on a fixed ratio. So this is what y'all are gonna see. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to edit, and we're gonna already start bringing that brightness up. And the brightness is literally doing so much for the picture already. Like, it went from that to that. To do that even more, we're gonna hit that light and we're gonna turn her up even more. Already, that's looking, already this fresh out. You know, this is a good picture already. But I feel like looking at all of the tones, all of the contrast, you want to make everything work together. So boom. I'm going to go back down to color, and I'm going to bring my color up just a little bit. Because I already have brightened it a good bit, I don't want to brighten it too much because I don't want to turn into orange. So I'm going to brighten it up to 20. I feel like that's perfect. My face looks like my face. Ain't nothing looking crazy. Everything, I'm going to bring it down, even down, lower. I'm going to bring it to a 15, 14. Looks good. It's not looking like, oh girl, like, why you look so bright? Why you look orange? I don't look orange. I feel like I look like my skin. It looks good. So now, for this picture, I will say it's pretty sharp, but I'm gonna sharpen it just a little bit more just so it can give like, baby, I took this on a camera, you know? So I'm gonna turn the sharpness up just a little bit. You don't wanna go crazy with the sharpness. You don't wanna go crazy with the sharpness. So I'm gonna bring it up to a 8. And didn't do much, but it did a little something. So now, we're gonna hit those shadows. That's gonna bring back the darkness into my hair and my bag. Just anything that's dark in this picture is gonna darken it back out. You can go all the way down if you want, but I don't want it too far, so I'm gonna do 18. All right, so now that we've hit on the shadows, we're gonna hit those highlights. And that's just gonna like brighten up the snow. Any white in the picture, I feel like that's what highlight kind of tackles. Already we getting a grade A picture. All right, so structure, I don't think we need much structure for this picture, but just to bring back some of like the, I don't even know the terminology for this stuff, but just to bring back some like grittiness, I feel like, to the picture, we're gonna hit the structure. We're gonna hit the structure, and that's just bringing a little bit more back to the picture. So I'm gonna save this, but one thing I did for this picture, which I typically don't do, is I go back. What I like about the new update on this app is you can just do something to the portrait or you can do something to the background. So I feel like I look good, I'm fine. But I'm gonna go in and hit the background with a little more color just to brighten up them trees, that sky. And then I'm gonna go back in and do some more shadows, just so that I can stand out a little bit more within the shadows. So boom. Already, I feel like this is great. I'm not showing no skin, so I don't have to smooth anything. Face looks good. Kind of just like had to deal with the lighting. This is one of those pictures where very minimal editing, just gotta do the lighting. I don't really gotta do nothing to my face. Body looks good, perfect. So I'm gonna save that. Look at her. Once again, the face is already tea. I feel like sometimes FaceApp is unnecessary, but like I said, I don't know, it's just an addiction now. So we're gonna click on impressions, Hollywood 4, hit that 2 mark. You see, y'all might can't see a difference. I feel like it does a little something. Maybe I'm Delulu. Now, we not taking it to 5. I don't know who that lady is. We not doing that one. But 2 is a nice, healthy balance, I feel like. So we gonna save that. And that's done, y'all. That's what y'all get on Instagram. This is the picture before, and this is the picture after. Which picture you posting on Instagram? And do one more picture, and this is a selfie. I took this picture on my camera with the flash, but this will do the same thing with a regular selfie as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that crop. I'm gonna do the fixed ratio of Insta-P, which is 4:5 ratio. Now, just to show y'all a little bit more of like what editing can do, I'm gonna show y'all some of the things I do as well. So this is how I want the picture cropped. I feel like that's perfect. I'm gonna go to vanish, and y'all see like little things like little plug. I edit those out my pictures. Stuff that may be on the wall that I feel like I don't like it there, I'll edit that out the picture. So what vanish is gonna do, boom, you gonna zoom in, whatever you want gone. Look, you want to edit some people out your pictures, gone. Literally, see the difference? I feel like it just makes it look a lot cleaner. It looks like I'm on a plain white wall. So much better. So I'm gonna hit that check mark. Now we're gonna go into editing that color. And I really want to do a selfie just so I could show y'all like a little bit when it comes to the face, things that you can do to tweak or whatever. So brightness on this picture is pretty good, but we're gonna go a little brighter. That's gonna open up just a little bit. And we're gonna add some light. Same thing. I feel like I do the same thing on most of my pictures. Honestly, I feel like the color on this picture is phenomenal. I'm gonna hit it just a tad. I don't want to overdo it, so I'm just gonna hit it ever so slightly. I'm gonna sharpen it up just a little bit at 4. Doesn't need too much sharpness. We're gonna hit that shadow once again. Bring a little bit of that darkness back because you don't want your picture to be over bright. I feel like the perfect picture has the perfect amount of brightness and the perfect amount of shadows. So we're gonna bring a little shadow back, and then that highlight gonna brighten up whatever I feel like needs to be bright, like that under eye, all of that. And then we're gonna hit that structure for around 10, and I feel like that gives the perfect picture. I feel like this picture is completely postable now, but we're gonna go the extra mile. So we're gonna zoom back out, we're gonna save her, and we're gonna go to retouch. On retouch, they have a button that's called auto. I feel like retouch does a little bit much when you do auto, so you can bring that down, and that's kind of like just a quick fix or whatever. I don't like how glowy it makes me, so I kind of bring that back down. And even then, that's not much, but I'm gonna do it manually, and I'm going to go back and retouch. And where it says smooth, I'm just gonna smooth a little bit of my face. Like, I'm not gonna smooth out too crazy, but I do want to kind of give it that photo finish, smooth out just certain places. Like, I still want to look like a human, so we're not gonna overly smooth me, but we gonna smooth just to give it a little perfection, you know. All right, we're gonna bring it down to like 58, and that's before and after. Nothing crazy. Like, most of the edits I do is nothing that I feel like is just drastic, you know. So I think that's it. They have whiten, so like, say I wanted to go in and whiten the whites of my eye, I could do that. Whiten my teeth, you could do that. I don't have no smiling pictures, so I'm not gonna do it, but you know, you can whiten it, just keep it real natural. I'm gonna put it at 20. Feel like that's cool. You can even, hold on, let me go back out, save that and go back in. Say I wanted to brighten up that wall behind me and make it completely white, you can even do that. Like, I'm just gonna whiten it up. I feel like it's a little gray. Let's make that whiter, you know. Literally the little things. I feel like when you're on Instagram and you scrolling and you see a picture with such good lighting and it's just perfectly edited, it just makes you want to love it even more, because it's just like, bro, you can just see it. Just aesthetically, whatever appeals to our eye the most is what we're gonna like. So I just brighten up the wall behind me. Nothing crazy, but I feel like that just brightened up the picture. So I'm gonna take it down to a 60. And that's still very natural. It literally looks like I did nothing. So love that. So now I feel like I'm done in Facetune. I don't feel like there's anything else I feel like I need to do. This is the before, this is the after. Real cute. Now, all right, so I'm gonna show y'all a couple more features that FaceApp adds. FaceApp is crazy. Like, FaceApp can do a lot. Like, if I want to add to my hair, y'all, yeah, it get real. It get real. Like, if I want my hair a little bit thicker, let's take it to a 3. Y'all, FaceApp is scary when used. Like, okay, I need an extra bundle. Let me add a little more volume. Boom. Let me add 2 more bundles. Boom. No, that's crazy. No, that's a little crazy. But no, like, it gets like that for real. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can do all kind of stuff. Let's see what wavy looking like. Okay, it's not doing much. Okay, I want to bang. Oh, period, sister. It ain't dark enough. I didn't do my eyebrows dark enough. So I'm gonna go in and they gonna fix my brows for me. Boom. Even gave me a little lash lift too, you know? Like, I actually like that. So I'm gonna keep that at like a 2, because I feel like that helped me out a little bit. But once again, it's not doing nothing crazy, nothing that I can't do myself. I love that. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna apply that, go back into that makeup, and yeah, it just has all kind of stuff. You could add lipstick, child, it get crazy. But I'm gonna go back to impressions. Impressions kind of just gives like a feature. So I'm gonna go back to Hollywood 2. I feel like that just kind of brought, like, I don't feel like it's doing much. Maybe I'm blind to it, but I feel like it's not doing nothing crazy. Before, after, before, after. Now, once again, once you start taking this to 4 and 5, who is this lady? That's not Jada Jonay, you know? So go back to that too. It just gives, like, I don't know what it gives. It just gives something that I just feel like is just like, okay, maybe that's overdoing it. We're gonna do a 1 for this, because it's up close and personal. I feel like selfies, you can't do too much because that's your face, you know? So we're gonna do 1. one, before, after, before, after. Can't even notice the difference. So we gonna save this. So that is the before and after of that. But I'm gonna take it a step further and show y'all how I get grain. Y'all ask me all the time, how you get grain? How you get grain? Da da da. Now, Facetune does have grain. It just kind of depends on the process. So if I start out in FaceApp and then go to Facetune, I'll do grain there. If I do FaceApp then Facetune, I'll do grain here. So FaceApp, let me show y'all how to get the grain. So you're gonna click on adjustments, and that's just like editing, and that's how you're gonna get your grain there. This has grain. You can go super grain, or you can go a little grain. I don't like too much grain, so I'll do like 43 for that's the after. I'm gonna also show y'all how to get Facetune grain, just in case y'all decide to go with that app. Maybe you'll purchase both, maybe not. Oh wait. Gonna go to adjust. You're gonna go to edit, and grain is right there in the edits, and you literally just gonna add grain. I feel like their grain is a lot softer than the other one. And yeah, you wanna add grain like that, and that's how I get my grain. So if you see me do a photo dump with grain, just know I gotta go individually on each of those pictures and add that. This is the before, and this is the after. Let me know which one y'all posting on Instagram. All right, you guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys were able to learn something for me. Let me know if you think this is gonna change the game for the better for your content. I really hope that some of y'all take something from this, because nowadays, like despite what we try to say, a big part of social media is how it looks. How it looks to the eye, what's pretty, the most pleasing to the eye, aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and I don't know, I just like really pretty pictures. I like pictures that look like great quality and just are a little bit more enhanced. So let me know how you feel about this video. If y'all would like for me to do more videos in a sense of like teaching and like giving y'all like little tips and tricks, definitely let me know down below, because I actually enjoy doing this. And I just kind of like to go on about my day and just do what I do, but I actually enjoy filming this because I want to put y'all on. Y'all be asking, I'm finally spilling the tea. It is Vlogmas Day. I don't even know no more. I don't even know. I really call it Oddmas because I'm doing odd days, but I want to say it's Vlogmas Day 6 or 7. I'm not sure. But yes, I hope you guys are enjoying this marathon so far. I am enjoying it as well. If you got something from this video and you feel like you would like to see me more, please like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on that bell for post notifications so you'll be notified every time your girl posts a video. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I will see you guys in my next freaking video.
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnut.